Diary entry of 12 July 2025. Dear Yuko, I didn't know I named you. It's been a while since I've written anything in you, or any diary for that matter. It's a lost art. Journaling, diary writing. Yesterday night, as I lay in bed staring at my phone screen, I told myself I was bored. Nay, I was suffocated. Then I wondered what I used to do when I was like this and without a phone. I remembered times where I just laid in bed, staring at the ceiling, just like what I do whenever there's no electricity. My dad likes to say in times like that, it ought to happen more because it brings us together, as there are no phone or computer screens to pull us apart. And so last night, as it dawned on me that I was in fact bored, I stopped myself and let myself feel it. Bored. But not just bored. Bored without my phone. I put my phone down, I stared at the ceiling, and I let myself be bored. It was a battle of impulse and discipline. I started to get sleepy, but I told myself I didn't want to sleep. I wanted to be bored, so I fought it off. And then, at last, I was bored. I realized all this heaviness that I had, the restlessness, the emptiness, which left me feeling like I was suffocating. It was overstimulation. I was craving respite. I was craving boredom. It's not a new concept. It's not something I chanced upon and I discovered. Researchers have shouted about how our phones have gotten us addicted. And though I personally don't consider myself an addict, because there was a time when my phone habits were really, really bad, I think my relationship with my phone is not as bad as it used to be. Though, it is entirely possible to fall back into those addictive habits. So, I told myself, I'll start reading again. But as I pulled my phone and looked for the PDF of a book that my friend sent me, I realized I don't just want to read. I crave smelling books in my university library. It made me sad because I don't go to school anymore, and I can't just walk into the library, although I do have an alumni card. I don't know if I could use it. I realized also that I craved the same intense stimulation that I had when I was still studying. I was smart after all, and I loved learning, and I wanted to stay that way. More than just the stimulation that I got from learning, I craved to have what I didn't during my college years. I had no friends in college, and I spent most of the years doing everything online. I wondered then how I could stimulate myself in a way that mimicked it, that didn't make me feel so sad. I remembered that there are public libraries, and I could always go to the public library near the museums in my city and sequentially visit those. I was suddenly filled with ideas on how I can enrich myself, all because I had that moment where I set my phone down and let myself be bored. The sadness that had grown within me because of the isolation and lack of involvement I had in things that weren't my job or my phone shifted, shrunk even, because I was reminded that this isn't all what life is about. The freedom that I had craved that I would get after graduation was here, and yet I didn't know what to do with it. Most of the things that I wanted to do while I was still learning required money, and my job doesn't really allow me to achieve them. So thank God for public spaces. Yuko, it's really nice to talk to you. I'm glad that we had this conversation. And I'm glad that you forced me to slow down when we do. I got to sit on the floor while we did, and play with my cats for a while. Thank you for showing me that I'm not sad, just bored. Maybe just a little sad. Love, me.